Hello, fifth grade. I think we're going to be completing Falcon Wild today. Great book. And we are on chapter 29, page 169. As I take Cooper through the muse, he tells me everything that's happened to him since we separated at the hospital. He had to confess to stealing the bike. It was hard, but he turned in the money he'd taken too. When he called his father right after everything happened, his dad didn't even ask how he was, just wished him luck. It was his Uncle Mike who came to claim him. I want to cover his hand with mine when he tells me that part. I have to pay restitution for the bike and the phone, he explains. Your dad and your aunt worked it out with the police. I can work off my offenses by volunteering here. Cutting up tidbits for birds or something like that. I take out a quail and place it on the cutting board. You can start learning right now, I say. We've got to bring Stark's lure. Cooper pulls the knife out from his pocket. The metal clip glints along the black handle. His fingers flick it open, and we peer at each other over the blade that started it all. Or at least, it could have. Chico chooses that moment to cast a long pellet. Cooper's mouth drops open in disgust, which makes me laugh. He slices the quail in half lengthwise like a natural. Karma, Aunt Amy yells from the house. Ready? Your dad's in the truck. I grab what we need, toss it into a satchel, and race Cooper to the truck. Stark will come, he says to me after we climb in. She's your bird. She isn't mine. No one really owns a falcon, I say. If they trust us and respect us enough, they allow us to be their partners. As we turn around in the driveway, I can see the training area where I thought I had flown Stark for the last time. Did I tell you, I say to Cooper, that in medieval times, deer falcons were only flown by royalty? My lady, Cooper says with a low bow from his seat, thou hast graced me with your lovely presence and weird, bossy nature. I laugh. And getting weirder every day, I say. I will allow you to scrub the muse later as my royal page. Dad gives me a sideways look. Being weird is much better when there's someone to be weird with. As we drive toward Freehold, it feels right to have Cooper by my side. This land is somehow ours. We know it too well. Rolling hills baked brown and dotted with sagebrush. A pronghorn watches us go by. The sun hangs cheerily above the ever-present mountain range in the distance. When we make our stop, the four of us stand on the road, shielding our eyes. I pull on my gauntlet and picture Stark soaring high far from here. She could be anywhere. What would make her stay in this area? Even though she's an imprint and trained to allure, being in the wild this long might have awakened all her instincts by now. She learned to hunt. She can survive out here without me, right? Aunt Amy hands me the lure. Cooper unlatches Stark's empty box and looks to the sky. Dad leans into his cane and gives me a nod. I take a deep breath and swing the lure high. I whistle with everything I have, hoping that all of my love for Stark will flow out of me and she'll hear and know it. The lure keeps swinging as I search the sky. Please choose me, Stark. Please. And then a shadow passes over. And that is the ending to the book. And then a shadow passes over. I hope you take time to read the author's notes that are on page 172 and 173. And we might read those tomorrow before we start our next book. New favorite of mine. Hope you'll even think about rereading this book. There's so many little nuances in this story. Falcon Wild by Terry Lynn Johnson. Thanks so much, fifth graders. Hope you're doing well. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye now.